In the world as we know it, the uproar of technology has changed nearly everything about the way we live. We grow up learning our native languages. However, nowadays, another language is being instilled into our minds. Being digitally literate is becoming more and more necessary in today's world. Kevin Kelly said it best when he described what we see everywhere we look. We see screens. Whether it be smartphones, tablets, computers, or TVs, screens are always in front of our faces, representing the new terms we live by. It is nearly impossible to navigate our world without having understanding of digital literacy. In Com 200, we began our further understanding of digital literacy by using Twitter. While I had used Twitter since high school, I never fully understood some of the functions Twitter has. For example, we learned the critical importance of the hashtag. The hashtag is perhaps the most convenient feature of Twitter, as it literally groups together topics, making articles, tweets, and links much more easily accessible to users. I discovered tweets to be so much more than just simple thoughts coming to the minds of the users. David Silver creates the idea of thin and thick tweets. Thin tweets are those simple thoughts we have consisting of little input that we share with the world, while thick tweets provide much more information. Something that really stuck out to me was Michael Wesch's video, The Machine is Using Us. Wesch does an amazing job tying the video together by forcing us to rethink so many things that we take for granted, such as identity, authorship, privacy, and even ourselves. Another project that helped recognize our need for digital literacy was our blogs. We were assigned to purchase a domain name and begin a WordPress blog about something we are passionate about. I created my Philadelphia sports blog and began to write about all things Philly sports. This really highlighted to me how passionate I am about sports, and it was enjoyable for me to share my thoughts and ideas with the world. Despite having a small audience, I felt very engaged with the class, navigating Twitter and checking out all my classmates' blogs as well. We experimented with two apps, Pocket and Zeit. Pocket is a very handy app in the sense that if you see an article you like, you can add it to your queue and save it for later. Like hashtags, it conveniently groups in information to make them more accessible for readers. Zeit selects articles based on your interests and what's trending in your social networks. It learns your preferences quickly and uses an attractive magazine-like layout. Both of these apps are free and both are very useful. Feedly is another application similar to these, which compiles news feeds from a variety of online sources for the user to customize and share with others. This can be used on your web browser or cell phone, and it bases your preferences off of articles you have read in the past. These convenient applications are just a beginning platform regarding the need to be digitally literate. Digital literacy is expanding the world as we know it, and the more users buy into it, the more and more exposure it will have. The fact that we have all of these resources to use makes the possibilities endless. Every single day, new, important techniques of digital literacy are enhanced, and these are changing the world for the better. We use our cell phones for everything. If you're being honest with yourself, you use your phone way too many times per day. Smartphones have taken over our world. Everything is at the touch of a finger. Our phone diary project helped us illustrate this issue. We were instructed to log each time we picked up our phone for 48 hours. The results really stuck out to me, as I found myself picking up my phone way less because I was embarrassed. It is difficult to function without our smartphones, as they consume a lot of our regular day. David Foster Wallace teaches us how creatively we think in his piece, This is Water. He stresses too many people see the world one-dimensionally, and there are so many more aspects and features to see in our world when we look deeper into it. Digital networks back up this statement. We get to constantly decide what has meaning and what doesn't. The web is a perfect place to do that, and people sharing their thoughts, ideas, and so much more through that further proves how digital literacy enhances our world. Tim O'Reilly argues against the claim that the web is overhyped, and he does so successfully in What is Web 2.0 because he illustrates how the web has brought the world's creativity together into one amazing database. This digital network is the prime example of why digital literacy positively affects our world. The growth is exponential, and we will continue to see it grow. With the many constraints we may run into in our lives, digital technology aids people's interaction and communication while also benefiting and increasing productivity and creativity. Com 200 was just the intro to my communications studies, and I can already tell that I will thoroughly enjoy my studies in the future. I believe that my improvement of digital literacy and recognition of its true importance will help me out in ways unimaginable down the road, and I think digital literacy hasn't even come close to reaching its peak.